Meantime, there they are, the starting lineup for the Western Conference All-Stars. One person missing from that group of five, Russell Westbrook. I mean, Curry, Davis, Leonard, Kevin Durant, James Harden, you can't go wrong there, except the guy who's standing up over there, Lisa, he's having an historic season. He is the MVP. There's no conversation here. How in the world is he not starting in the All-Star game?
You know, and everybody likes to point out that it's a 50% fan vote, and we get that. But for me, it's a joke. It's a joke. I mean, the guy that is running away with the MVP, in my opinion, a lot of votes certainly for James Harden, as they should be, but this guy is averaging a triple-double, and the numbers that he's put up are astronomical. And then for this to happen, my first impression was it's a joke.
By the way, he has the Thunder currently a playoff team. They lost Kevin Durant.
By himself.
Almost really by himself. It's insane, and he should be in the starting lineup there, but it's just going to be something else to fuel Russell Westbrook as if he needed yet another chip on his shoulder. Now, here you go. Here's the breakdown. The All-Star voting broken down into fan, player, and media votes. Westbrook finished first among both the media and the players, as he should. But he finished third in the fan vote. And as Lisa mentioned, the fan vote's worth 50%, and so that goes against him. And it's not like Steph and James Harden are poor choices, but they've left out the guy who's the MVP. Here's Steph.
I mean, it's a big storyline just because, like you said, those two guys are doing amazing things this year. And there's only two spots that you can fill. So, unfortunately, somebody was going to be left off. I've been on the other side of that, 4 years ago, and just that's how it goes. But the fact I get to, obviously, like I said, represent my team in that game and to be able to start is something that I definitely appreciate.
Curry's numbers, I mean, he supports himself, finished with 1.85 million fan votes, most amongst Western Conference guards. Meanwhile, Westbrook with 1.58 million votes, good enough for third place, but unfortunately not good enough to earn that starting spot in the All-Star game. It is ludicrous. Yes, you're sitting there going like, what the heck? It is true. He was snubbed as an All-Star starter.
And I get it that there are far bigger things to get outraged about, but I mean, we're talking about a guy who's having an historic season, right? Every night it's triple-double, and he's, as we talked about, doing it almost by himself there in Oklahoma City. He should be on the All-Star team. When we're boxed into going two guards, two forwards, and a center, that messes things up altogether. But Russell Westbrook you'll get a trophy at the end of the season, I think.
Well, I mean, you have the game for a reason. It's to raise up the best players at their respective position, and that's not what's happening.
Yep.
I think it's a joke.